Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's Thursday morning, and guess what? We're doing a live stream. And I actually just started this live stream, or I had just posted it. I don't even know, maybe about 20 minutes ago. I w- I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing it or not. But yeah, here we are. So, a lot of different stuff to talk about. Let me just jump into the chat and see what we got going on there. Let me turn on some music first, man, because it's just one of those mornings, guys. It's just one of those mornings. All right. Omni, what is up? Good to see you. Good morning to you as well. And shout out to Omni, one of our newest Patreon members, keeping the lights on literally. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. And also our conversations offline on social media and stuff like that. So, really cool stuff. Kyle's in the chat. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you. What's up? The mayor. What is up, Eric? It's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Miss hanging out with you. Jennifer, what's going on, Jennifer? Also, one of our newest Patreon members. And besides all of that, always so supportive, not only of this channel, but so many of our other community folks and channels connected in the community. So thank you for always just being awesome. Really appreciate that. And it's appreciated more than you probably would ever know, especially with other content creators that I get a chance to speak with on a regular basis. Seriously, it helps out so much. Omni's like, I just woke up. So you were going live, so it's perfect. Hey. I'm glad you could make it, though. Kyle saying it's hard for me to believe Angelina's dead. I really hope they bring her back. There's a lot of loose ends. Yeah, well, obviously, if you've heard the tons and tons of comments I've had on it in live streams and stuff, I think Angelina was a second killer in 3, just not revealed. But I don't know if they're going to bring her back. It would have been cool if they did. I was hoping in 6 they might have, even if they just gave us a little breadcrumb for it. But I don't know if they're going to do it, to be honest with you. At least not in this current iteration with Radio Silence. Hey, Gina. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Carl's in the chat. Afternoon from the UK. Good to see you. Thank you for jumping in, man. Yeah. Time to listen tonight. You know, I tell you, so many people say that type of stuff. I might have to just go into, like, I don't know, try to do some radio broadcasting or something like that. And it's probably too late for all that, though. Kirsten, what's up? Good to see you. Saying good morning, everyone. Kirsten, seriously, we appreciate that. You're always so positive as well. Horror B, what's going on? Wamba's in the chat. Gonna try to see Wick this weekend. All right. Thank you so much. We got some comments about John Wick. I appreciate that. And let me just start off by saying this. And I know that so many people really enjoy horror, and I'm one of them. It's my favorite genre. So that's not even a question. That's why most of what I talk about is horror. But I love action and I love sci-fi, and we've talked about those things too. Not as much as I would have hoped, and that will actually change a little bit. So some of the things I wanted to talk about this morning is like some channel updates, some community talk that kind of has been on my mind too. But I'm excited for Wick 4, and we are going to see it on Friday and do a live reaction. We've been going through the John Wick movies all week. We went through John Wick on Monday. We had our John Wick 2 video drop on, I believe it was Tuesday. And hopefully our John Wick 3 discussion will drop tomorrow morning, if not earlier. And hopefully you guys check it out. I know not everyone is big into action, but it's good stuff. It really is. And I'm a big fan of Keanu Reeves as well. So, Kyle saying 5 and 6 was Richie's story. That should be over now. Sydney and Sam should be in 7 for sure. The killers could have a motive to both. That's possible. I mean, I think Sydney's up in the air. I would assume that very soon we might start to hear some things about what's going to go on with Nev. But I don't know. I think Radio Silence, if I was to go by what they did in 6, I think that they are going to honor the past, but try to kind of focus on what they're creating, which is why Richie was such a big thing in 6, which is fine. And I understand that, Richie is a Ghostface killer that they crafted. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Eric, you are all right, brother. Seeing John Wick 4 tonight at 8, bro. I hope you love it. Don't tell me anything, because I'm not gonna see it until tomorrow, like around noon. But I hope you love it. And hey, if we get a chance, because we will be talking about it, whether or not people want to watch that or not, that's a different story. But we will be talking about it, and maybe even live on Sunday. So let me know if it's something that you'd like to be in a discussion with us on, because I'm excited, man. I love John Wick. I love the movies. I love Keanu Reeves. I love the action. It's got great martial arts in it, so it's all gravy for me. Michael, what's up, bro? Movies and Beyond himself saying good morning, my friend. What's up? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. Everyone check out Movies and Beyond and the Bearded Entertainment. You guys know how this thing goes. If you're in this live chat, and especially for content creators that you've seen here, guest spotting and being on the panels with us here on the Nightwatch Zone, or if you've seen me, which I've guest spotted on so many channels, it's not even funny. But if you see that, then that means, at least for me personally, I really endorsed that content creator, and I really think they have a lot of great things that they can offer you in their content. So, yeah. Do I think Stu is still alive? Does he have a kid no one knows about? I still think that there's a possibility that Stu will come back in 7. Whether or not he has a kid, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think that we've done a lot of relatives, shit. You know what I mean? Fathers and brothers and half cousins and all that. I think that they should start to lean away from that. You know what I mean? Like, if they bring Stu back and he also has a son or a daughter or whatever that's doing some killing, I don't know. It's all about how they execute it. We'll see. But I do think for the future of Scream, and I wanted to talk about that as well, I think we need to start to move away from the relatives angle a bit, because after a while, how connected can everything, continue to be? Yeah. Kyle saying, your voice reminds me of a Warriors themed radio station. Can you take it? I like that. And I love the Warriors. I absolutely love the Warriors. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Gosh, you guys are too funny. Let me see what else we got going on in the chat. Jennifer saying she marathoned all 3 Wick movies yesterday while doing chores. So excited for 4. That's what I'm talking about, Jennifer. You are all right. Because, I really, to be quite honest, just to give some more insight, we were going to go through the John Wick movies a lot earlier than we have. I mean, obviously, we're like, boom, we're running through them this week. To get those discussions out before John Wick 4, which, by the way, is not an easy thing to do. All credit and love and just bowing my head to Coriander and Killian, keeping up with this pace to watch all of these movies so that we can talk about them and so forth. So, but we didn't talk about it earlier because in my mind, I was thinking that that most of our followers would be more interested in what we think about with horror, and especially with so many big things going on, with Evil Dead Rise coming up, with Scream 6 dropping, and all the lead up to that. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that I was probably wrong to think that way, because at the end of the day, um, we want to talk about movies that interest us. It doesn't necessarily mean that we like those movies. It could be a conversation about movies that we have issues with. And if you were with us last night for Wes Craven's New Nightmare, me and Killian were literally chomping at the bit to give some thoughts of what we think about the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, which we'll be talking about next week, which is a movie that we have some issues with, but I think it's an interesting conversation to have. You know, Omni saying Wick is getting really good reviews. Yes, 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 and definitely rest in peace to Lance Reddick, who played Sharon in the series. In our John Wick video, we had, kind of a little bit of a dedication to him, because he was a really great presence in everything he did, as well as voice work for video games. So definitely, if you haven't seen our John Wick episodes, and I know a lot of you haven't, please check them out and share them on social media. Many of you guys have presence on social media. It helps out. I hope we see John Wick spinoffs with the other assassins. Yeah, they are working on that. They are working on that. A couple of ideas, one of which has Ana de Armas attached, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Trick or Treats in the chat, also one of our newest Patreon members. Thank you so much. When I saw you sign up for Patreon, it's humbling and so appreciated, especially to help out the channel and help us to continue to bring so much content every week. It's absolutely, it really is a full-time endeavor. So thank you so much. But I hope you enjoy Wick, because we're going to be talking about it tomorrow. So hopefully you can join us. We're going to be right out of the theater giving our live non-spoiler reaction, as we try to do with so many movies that we see right out of the theater. And then hopefully this weekend on Sunday, or maybe by the latest Tuesday, we'll have our spoiler discussion for John Wick 4. Kirsten saying, I've never seen the John Wick movies. I should give them a try. Not huge on action besides Fast and the Furious. Well, let me just say this. If you like the Fast and the Furious movies, that is full-blown action. So I think you'd really enjoy the John Wick movies. It's funny, and I know she wouldn't mind me telling this story, but our good friend, the General, Val, she also, because I get a chance to talk to her, so much offline, which is amazing. And she does not really consider herself an action fan, or a sci-fi fan. But it's so funny because she loves the John Wick movies, and she's really excited about this new one. She's going to check it out and so forth. And so I have literally told her, you are officially an action fan. So I think the other thing too, for what we do on this channel anyways, is trying to introduce things to people, hoping that folks have open minds, because everyone doesn't get a chance to see everything. I haven't seen everything. There's a lot of things that is new to me. And I like that, though. I like being introduced to things that are new and to get a chance to see what I think of them. So hopefully you check them out, Kirsten. Check out our John Wick episodes. They give you definitely some insight into what the movies are about if you don't know much about them, but they are very good. They really are. Gina saying, I just rewatched the Taken trilogy. Yes, Taken was a good one. Yes. And when you get a chance to check out Wick, you definitely should. No doubt. Kyle saying, I don't understand Richie being talked about after 6. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure where they're going to go with the story. I have a couple of ideas and theories, but it could go in a lot of different directions. It really could. My guess, or my number one theory, is that somehow it's going to tie back really all the way back to the past. And if Stu is involved, that's what it has to be. But we'll see. We'll see if he is a true mastermind behind the scenes that actually will incorporate, so many involved, including Richie. So that would actually be a way that Radio Silence could, go the Stu route, which so many people want to see, or at least are curious to see, but still kind of keep some of the focus on what they've crafted, such as Richie. Lamar, what's up? Lamar's in the chat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. All right. Mama saying, can you please do a special on action movie villains? I I'd love to. We probably will. Um, I can't say when, but we're gonna definitely try to get back more into a lot of our action talk. We'll see. We'll see what that does as far as people's connection to them and viewership. Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that it's something that people want to see. It's definitely something that we're invested in, and that's another thing too. I'm going to bring up, and I know there's a lot of people jumping in, so a blanket hello to everyone. I'll try to get to as many of you guys as I can, but you know how that goes with so many people here. But one thing about talking about, well, if we're going to do some specific action things, it's always trying to figure out what's good for the channel. And we've had a lot of things, especially in the community, and I'm not naming names because it really is kind of a blanket thing for a lot of people, and it isn't any criticism per se, but it's just things that I've seen where some folks are very pro certain movies or genres, and some are anti certain movies or certain genres. And I just think that for everyone, we have to sit back and remember that everyone who is a content creator or who has a channel, like myself, I do things based upon what works for me as far as scheduling, as far as things that interest me, things I want to talk about, and so forth. And that probably is true for everyone. It is true for every content creator to some degree. So I just think we have to, show a little bit of grace. As a good friend of mine coins that phrase, we have to show a little bit of grace to people, to other content creators, as far as what they choose to do for their content, or what they feel about with certain things they talk about. And at the end of the day, we all, as YouTubers, we want to have people watch our content. Now, and I have some friends, really good friends, that they may not necessarily do content for that, but at the same time, they do want people to watch their content. When we talk about something and it reaches an audience, it's a good thing. That's part of what we're trying to do, is connect with others. So at the end of the day, we all have our inner workings, why we do certain things. So I just want to put that out there, because sometimes I see a little bit of gatekeeping with certain things, and I just don't like to see that. I have a lot of friends that enjoy certain things that I may not be very big on, but that doesn't mean that I don't respect them for that. As a matter of fact, and I know he wouldn't mind me talking about this, one of my best friends, one of the coolest guys ever, Eric, from Hey Internet, Eric here, he absolutely loves the movie that we're going to be talking about next week. And he is ready for me and Kill and Coriander to basically destroy this movie. No, we won't destroy it. There are some good things about the Nightmare remake. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be some surprising parts of the discussion too. But the point I'm making is, he can love any movie he wants. And even if I hate it, that doesn't mean I love him any less. I think that we have to remember, to uphold a level of respect for each other. And not to say that the community hasn't done that, but I've just seen certain people, they've had tough times, have some ups and downs, as we all do, as I do. I've had a lot. And but we just got to remember, we're all here to have some fun, talk movies. We're not always going to agree. But that's actually a good thing, because if we all agreed, it'd be a pretty boring place. So I wanted to make sure I said that. Maybe I'll say more. I don't know, but I just want to put that out there, guys. Lamar, tell Joe I said hi. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's doing well. Let me just see if I've missed anyone in here. I know a lot of people are jumping in, so if I haven't already said hi to you guys, then hello. Melissa, hey, how's it going, Melissa? We're on in the morning. I know, and it's, let me just say this too. When we get comments, or for some of you guys that I speak to on social media, first of all, if I speak to you on social media, for me anyways, it's a very cool thing because I don't get a chance to do a lot of that between working 2 jobs and doing YouTube. I just don't have a lot of free time. But Melissa's sent comments where she has literally said she misses us doing a morning stream and doing some of the fun things we do, like games and trivia and stuff like that. So thank you for that, Melissa. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Like I always say to you guys, it means a lot to feel like things are fun for folks, or that it's appreciated. So yeah. Harvey saying, I've only seen the first Wick movie. All right. Yeah, you need to catch up. Hey, Philip, what's going on? Lamar's not a fan of Wick. Wow. Don't like John Wick. Never did. Never saw it. Not my. Now, how do you know you don't like it if you haven't seen it? You got to explain that one to me, man. Like I was saying earlier, we keep it open mind. Because I know for myself, there's been times that I've been so surprised at something that I didn't think I would like. But it's all good. Let's see. Lamar said, I don't have my membership. Not happy about it. But yeah, the memberships have been paused, so you're not paying for it. So let me just make sure that I explain that 100. And there's been stuff going on with YouTube. So again, I would ask that you show some grace, because you guys have no idea how many hours I've spent trying to work on that. Again, this is kind of what I'm talking about with the community, guys. You have to understand that you may not know everything that's going on behind the scenes. And that being said, and I can be very confident in saying this, I provide a lot of content weekly, and I've been doing that for over 2.5 years. So just saying, there's plenty of things to watch with over 600 videos on this channel. Days, weeks worth of content. So just to put that out there, because I'm just being real today, because I was talking about community stuff. So not to put you on the spot, Lamar, but I'm just saying, and you know that because you've been in this live chat many times. Eric saying, if this question is too personal, please feel to ignore it. Yes, the memberships, they were paused, and there's a lot of questioning that I've tried to figure out, haven't been able to, behind the scenes with YouTube, because you can't talk to someone specifically. Everything is email, or that's or you're talking to a bot or whatever. So, and I'm still trying to figure it out, man. Hopefully they will be back on. I'm really hoping so, because it really sucks for the channel. But again, like I was saying just a minute ago, trust me, you have no idea how many hours I've been dealing with that. It's not even funny. But hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. But I appreciate the support, or any support that people give. It really makes a difference. Yeah. We still need a death proof review. Still working on that with our list that we have, that is enormous. But we're hoping to not only do Death Proof, but also Planet Terra. So, but yeah. But again, don't forget, look, I mean, and I know it can get frustrating for you guys. I know how that is, because I watch other content creators too, and I've had moments of frustration, whether it be, I wanted to see something go a certain way and it didn't. But remember, guys, show some grace. Because if you give a request and you're not showing a lot of grace, I'm going to put that request at the bottom of a really long list that is probably over a year and a half old or a year and a half long. So, but yeah, I mean, we have a lot of things that we want to do. We really do. Let's see. Omni saying, yeah, if you like the Fast and Furious, you can ease into John Wick. I agree. I absolutely agree. Jennifer saying, Knight introduced me to The Thing, and I'm forever grateful. Such a classic. There you go. So you see, you never know until you watch something. Open minds, open minds. That's what it's all about. JJ, what's up? Skull Crusher in the chat saying, I'm looking forward to Wick 4 and Expendables 4. Feels like a resurgence of action movies. Yeah, well, I don't, well, maybe it's a resurgence. I think that you're always going to have some of the big movies that do pretty well. I don't know if it's necessarily a resurgence. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, John Wick, the franchise has done well and has increasingly gotten better and better. I believe, or at least as of yesterday, I thought I saw that John Wick 4 has like a 93% Rotten Tomatoes score, which is absolutely bonkers because each movie gets a better score and each movie has made more money. And arguably each movie does really do, fantastic things. Wick had an 88%, 2 and 3, I think, had 89% RT scores. And like I said, it's just fantastic. So again, for any of you guys that are not into John Wick, or you maybe haven't seen it, I'd say give it a chance. Give it a chance. Lamar said, I dislike Wick, but I'm not interested to. I'm a horror comedy guy. Well, hey, like I said, everyone's got their own thing, and that's cool. I just let me tell you guys my story. And then maybe that'll give you guys a sense where I come from. Growing up, for me and my brother, our parents got us into movies, right? So I want to make sure I say it like that, into movies. Whether it was action movies or gangster movies, comedies, they were big fans of Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and stuff like that. So we were as kids too. And then I got over my fear of horror, as a young kid, maybe at 7 years old, and I started to really be big into horror. Funny enough, though, my parents got us into horror kind of early too, with things like Alien. So growing up, I've just had a love of movies, Stallone movies and Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, those are the things we grew up on. So for any of you guys that only like horror, I kind of feel sorry for you because there's a lot of great movies out there that are not horror, but it's all good. That's your choice. But there's a lot of great movies, and on this channel, so I'm just gonna put this out here too. We're talking more than just horror, so that's our choice. So, what's up, Marcus? What's up? Saying top of the morning. Thoughts on the? Oh gosh, here we go, Richie. Okay, the Kirsch Bailey names being fake names. Demont saying there was supposed to be a third child helping him before it changed. Well, I don't know, man. Let me say, I'm going to put it to you this way, Marcus, because we actually, when we did our spoiler review last week, and we had kind of a little bit of debate back and forth. By the way, man, we got to get you back on the panel too. But there's a part of me, we talked about this on the collective too. There's a part of me that's starting to think that, other than my hopes and dreams for 7, that Radio Silence is really trying to be simple about what they're doing in these movies. We saw that in 5 and in 6. The killer reveals were not very hard to figure out. Richie wasn't hard to figure out. Dermont was not hard to figure out. And of course, if you thought Dermont, then Quinn was kind of being thought about too. Obviously the fake death kind of threw a little bit of a curve. But anyways, the point I'm making is, I don't know about that, man. Because as much as I'd like to get into a more complicated theory on what's going on in the fake names and so forth, and a third child helping, I just don't know, man. I don't know if that's where they're gonna go as far as letting that be known as a reveal in the movie canon, you know. But let me know what you think too, man. I always love hearing your thoughts about it because I think that's the fun that we have too, as far as theory crafting. It's truth to be told, a lot of times we come up with a more interesting movie than we get. It's true sometimes, you know. Although I will say in Scream 6, I was talking about that last night with my good friend Steven. And by the way, you know, shout out and all love to my brother Steven. And if you guys were around last night, you know what we did, and it was very impromptu, and it was special because we haven't had a chance to do that in a little while, which that kind of ties into what I was saying earlier too, guys. You know, a lot of people they get a chance to do YouTube a lot. I've been very fortunate to do a lot of YouTube, especially in the last year and a half, weekly, you know, streaming 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, uploading videos, guest spotting on other channels every month, doing the Lethal Collective, which is a whole nother universe of content creating as far as what you have to do and prep and put in. But, you know, there's a lot of people that for whatever reason they don't get a chance to do that as much, whether it's schedule or life happens. And you know, it really made me kind of look back and think to myself, I'm really lucky to be able to do as much as I want to do, and to be a little bit more thankful for that, and also to enjoy it a little bit more as far as just kind of just going for it, just doing what I enjoy. I mean, you still have to be responsible as a content creator, you know, for your channel and how it's doing. But like I said, you know, we're going to be talking about a lot of other stuff, and we'll see what happens. So, but yeah. uh, Bob saying I heard there was a big surprise in Wick 4. I've heard that too. I don't know what it is, so obviously, um, don't put anything in the live chat. As always, we're always spoiler free, especially when new movies are coming out, unless I say otherwise or unless the stream is titled otherwise. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Omni saying, have we ever done an episode on Last Action Hero? So good. We haven't. We haven't. But and especially being one of the Patreon members, throw that because I've asked for requests from you guys specifically. Throw it out there. Maybe we will do that. We, you know, we've talked a little bit of Arnold, not as much as I probably should be, considering how much of a fan I am of his movies and growing up on those movies. But yeah, that's definitely a good one. I enjoy it. B saying, I'm really hoping we hear from Sam and Tara's mother that she knew of Billy and Stu's plan and wanted Sydney dead because she felt she was a threat. To learn something new from the original would be neat. I honestly think that is kind of where we're gonna go. If Stu is coming back, because I think that's really the only way that it's going to, you know, well, I don't want to say it's the only way it could work, but I think it's one way that it could really work. So I agree. What's up, Michael? Michael's in the chat. All right. Let's see. Omni saying, can you post this on Twitter? I thought it was on Twitter. But if it isn't, that's okay, bro. You know, I'll be quite honest, and I said this earlier, so for some of you, this might be the second time you're hearing it, and you know, if so, that's okay, you know. But I really put up this stream maybe about 15 or 20 minutes before I went live because I didn't know if I was going to do it. Part of that is just, you know, again, scheduling, guys. There's a lot that goes on, you know, behind the scenes to set up live streams and to do them. But part of me also, you know, I didn't know if I'd get deep into, you know, some of these conversations as far as what's going on or my thoughts in the community. And, but anyways, it is what it is. Strange Monkeys in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Strange Monkey, such a great friend, huge friend to this channel and community. And a good example of kind of what I was saying earlier, um, with our good friend Eric as well, who sometimes you just like different movies, and it's okay, you know. But you know, be open minded, be open minded. Um, but Strange Monkey Man, we miss you. Hope you're doing well, and we'll be getting a live stream together soon for the Deadly Venoms, man. We miss hanging out with y'all. What's up, Dre? Dre's in the chat. Good to see you. All right. Bob saying should be comment content, not creative content you create, or are you a critic? I don't know if I read that right. If I'm reading it right, maybe both. Maybe both. But let me know if I read that right. Let's see. Trick or Treat saying I'm also a fan of the Nightmare remake. All right. Omni saying Kyle Gallner defends the remake. Hey, he should. He really should. There were some things that were good in it. You know, there were some things that were very good in it, but there were some misses as well. But we'll definitely be talking about that next week. So I hope you guys join us. It'll be a fun conversation for sure. It really will. Michael saying, well said, Knight. Like what you like. There is no way to feel about any film. Exactly, man. You know, and Michael, you know how it is, man. We talk offline, and I think you kind of look at it the same way as I do. And I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just giving an opinion so folks can take it as they will. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of sick and tired of and I don't know if gatekeeping is the right word, but it's just some negativity that I've seen from some folks. And I get it. Everyone has bad days or bad weeks. Some people have, you know, bad months or years. But it is what it is. But I guess I just wanted to voice my opinion because I know some of those folks might hear it, and hopefully it helps to, you know, just give them a different perspective. You know, I mean, there's movies, I could list some movies that I know some people like or love, and I could just tell you that I'm not a fan of them. And that's just how it is, you know. And it could also change. You know, there's been movies that I've not liked for years, and then one day it changed, you know, and I turned around on it a little bit, and sometimes a lot, you know. When I think back to things like Halloween 3, you know, I hated that movie for years, and I'm talking hated it, you know. And I turned around on it, and I love it. So, boom. There you go. um, Omni saying can't wait for Smile 2 news so you can discuss it. Yeah, man. Smile is a great example. Bro, you just brought up a great example. I didn't want to go see Smile in the theater, or at least I should say it wasn't high on my list, right? We were planning to see Terrified 2, and it wasn't playing in our area. So we had the time and we had the availability, and we were just kind of like, well, what's playing? And I said, well, Smile's playing. And we were like, oh, okay, let's go see it. We loved it. I love it. And, you know, again, just showing me, you know, it's teaching me too to keep that open mind, to give things a chance before I judge it. And not everyone's going to do it that way. I know that. I'm just talking about for me and how I see things. And with this platform that I have, just kind of putting it out there in the universe for people. And maybe they'd be more open to some things they don't think that they would like, that they find out that they might. Melissa saying, speaking of fun night, you really need to do your game night again. I know, Melissa. I know. We well, you know, and I'm talking channel stuff too. We are hoping to talk about John Wick 4 on Friday after we see it. And then this weekend, we are hoping to continue our horror madness bracket, which I guess I should get into that as well. If you guys have not checked out those two streams, we're creating our own horror movie bracket that we're putting together. We're trying to make it as interactive as possible. In other words, having people vote on which movies they enjoy the most, and also where they seed up in a bracket form. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up here, and I was going to do this a little bit later, but I think I will do it now, and that way you guys can see it. But yeah, we've been working on this, and we're hoping to do some more with it on Sunday, because now we got to start working on the 2000s wing. We just finished the 80s wing, which to me is it's really, really cool, and it was put together pretty much by our viewers, our Patreon members. We had something to do with it as well, Killian, Coriander, and myself, but a lot of it was in our streams, putting it together. As you guys can see, our 80s wing is all set. We've got some really cool movies in there. Child's Play is at seed number 1. The Blob is at 2. Halloween 2 is at 3. Phantasm 2 is at 4. My Bloody Valentine's at 5. Return of the Living Dead is at 6. Fright Night is at 7. Hellraiser at 8. Poltergeist at 9. The Fog at 10. Reanimator at 11. Cujo at 12. Creepshow at 13. Friday the 13th Part 5 at 14. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 at 15, and The Prowler at 16. And so this is how this is going to play out. Child's Play will go against The Prowler, Hellraiser against Poltergeist, My Bloody Valentine versus Cujo, Phantasm 2 versus Creepshow, Return of the Living Dead against Reanimator, Halloween 2 against Friday 5, which will be fun, Fright Night against The Fog, and The Blob versus Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. So that's how those are set up. We're going to be working on the 2000s, hopefully on Sunday. Keep your eye on community posts and also Instagram, and also my Patreon members. We also have something special we're doing with you guys as far as voting and doing polls. So that's what we got going on, Melissa. So hopefully you guys will have some fun with that. And we did incorporate the wheel with that too. So it was fun. It was really fun. Yeah. Michael's saying, I have a question. Yeah, throw it out there. I'll try to answer it. I will try to answer it. Dre, I'm definitely not the GOAT, man. It's seriously, and Dre, you know that too. You do videos, and there's a lot of tough days when you're doing YouTube. And I've had a good friend recently who's had some ups and downs talk about it. And, my heart goes out to them because I know what that's like. And, the only thing I can say is just try to have fun with it. Try to make connections with people that you enjoy having conversations with, and to, just keep moving forward. Omni saying great convo about New Nightmare last night. Yeah, we had fun. We really did. We really, really did. And it meant a lot to me as well. I know you guys enjoyed it, but our good friend Steven from Craven Something Scary had jumped into the live chat, and as many of you guys know, he's trying to do a lot of resting and trying to get the care he needs to get back to 100% health. And by the way, he wanted me to send out his regards to everyone. He misses everyone. But it was so great that he jumped in and he enjoyed it. So it made me feel good that what we did was something that he could enjoy, especially when he's not feeling the best. And so, it kind of goes into what I've been saying, just try to enjoy what you do, enjoy the people that you connect with. And that goes for any of you guys, for any content creator that you enjoy. I'm not just talking about the Nightwatch Zone. If you enjoy a content creator and you want to support them, please try to support them in whatever way you can, whether it's watching their videos or commenting on their videos, sharing it on social media, telling people that could enjoy it, telling people about this content creator or whatever. It's all good stuff. It all helps. So you're a machine, Knight. Love your content. There's something for everyone and plenty of videos to enjoy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do, Jennifer. That's something I've always, whether or not it's a good thing, I can only speak for myself. I know some content creators, they kind of have a certain lane that they travel in, and it's probably a smart idea as far as going against the YouTube algorithm. And maybe I'm just a little stubborn, but I enjoy so many different things, and so I like to put the content on the channel that I would enjoy myself, because I have a lot of content creators that I enjoy watching, and I've enjoyed YouTubers way before I became one. So, but thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's little things like that sometimes mean everything. So thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, Lamar, it's all good. It's all good. YouTube does a lot of crazy stuff, but this wasn't, well, at least this wasn't a YouTube thing to the subscribers and members. It was just it's something that I'm just trying to figure out. So we'll see. But I appreciate that. I just want to catch up. Marcus, you're all right, man. You're all right. I appreciate that. But I'll be honest with you, dude. I started this live stream just a few minutes. In other words, I put it up maybe 15 minutes before I went live, and it was, I don't know, I think this live stream was kind of more for me. That sounds selfish. But sometimes you just want to talk about things, you want to get them off your chest, and whether or not using your platform, if it's a good thing or not, I mean, I guess that remains to be seen. But thank you for reminding folks to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. It's all good though. Thank you, man. Thank you for doing that. JJ saying, Knight, I bought a hoodie. Whatever you do is fine with me. Hey, I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the hoodie. From what so many people have been telling me, I enjoy mine, but so many people have told me that not only, because they obviously want to support the channel or they like the design, but it's functional and they enjoy that. And I'm like, thank goodness. I'm glad that it's actually functional. It keeps folks warm or comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. I appreciate that. And hearing whatever we do is good. That is very important, because it helps to give us that strength to do what we do. Just like with Slasher Movie Club, a good example, that's horror, and we're talking horror, but we're talking about movies that most people don't know about and could give two shits about. But we're doing it because it's an exercise to get to know some of those underrated gems. And it may not be always the most popular thing to do, but we do it because we enjoy it. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I really do. Michael saying, who do you think will win in a fight between the Punisher and Wick? Well, it should be the Punisher, right? Because Frank has guns up the wazoo, and not just guns. But I'll say this: one, we would never see that fight. But if we did, the Punisher should be able to long range, right? If it gets in close, Wick's got a good chance. Yeah. Eric saying, "Oh man, that really sucks. I'll be signing up for Patreon now." Oh well, hey man, I appreciate it, Eric. It's all good though, man. I'm just rolling with the punches as always. And we'll see what happens. I think it was really just weird stuff that goes on behind the scenes with YouTube, which has happened to many other channels too, other content creators, just weird stuff, but thanks, man. I appreciate any support, and you know how it goes. We try to do whatever we can to be a good channel, but also to be a hub for the community, and Yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you, Melissa. Thank you. I need Nightwatch merch. Hey, we'll have it available that one day whenever it comes. Hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, Punisher has way more guns than Wick could ever imagine. It's true. So that's why the Punisher should win, right? Unless they get in close quarters, and then it might be something. Let's see. Michael said, I've never seen the Wick movies. You gotta check them out. Check them out. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. It's good stuff. Kirsten saying, Alien was the first horror movie I remember watching. My uncle made me watch it when I was like 4. Your uncle is all right. And Alien is a absolute, it's a classic. Speaking of that, we're really hoping to get back into talking, the Alien franchise, which we had done on the old channel and kind of been waiting to get back into on this one. So hopefully we'll be doing that at some point soon. It takes a lot, when we get into franchise discussions, because we do multiple streams or videos and we have to watch those movies. You guys, I tell you what, I watch so many movies in a given week. It's not even funny. And that doesn't count movies that I just want to watch, just to watch. I'm talking YouTube commitments. So, but I'm glad that your uncle did that. That's awesome. Yeah. Omni saying, yeah, there's an abundance of quality non-horror content. You mean out there? There is, man. There's a lot of great stuff. Yeah. Lots of stuff, guys. Lots of stuff. Tori's in the chat. What's up, Tori? Yes. Ooh, good one. Philip said, Michael Joe, what? You haven't seen them? Yeah, man, you gotta see John Wick. You got to. Please do it for me. Anyone in this live chat, and even if you despise action, just watch John Wick for me, guys. Do that for me. We try to do so much for the community. Take one for not for the team, take one for Nightwatch Zone. Watch John Wick. And then tell me what you thought. You may not, you may still hate it, but just check it out. See what happens. B saying, would love to know if anyone knows of any really good horror documentaries. Oh, there's tons. I can't even begin to name so many. But you guys in the chat, throw out some if you have any. I've got to start off with Crystal Lake Memories. I love it. If you're a Friday 13th fan, that is must watch. Okay. Never Sleep Again for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. That's a great one as well. There's some really good Alien documentaries as well for the Alien franchise. There's tons. There's tons. TCM has a good one. Yeah. Michael's still on the Punisher. He will win. He should, right? He really should. Ex-military. Come on. Absolutely. Mark is saying, I think the fact Radio Silence said they're fake names and from the Midwest, I feel they're setting it up for them to be family related to someone from Woodsboro, out of state, relatives, etc. That could be. Here's the thing I want to know. Do you think that that's what's going to happen in 7, though? Do you think that that's going to come to pass in 7? That's what I'm wondering. Because, and Marcus, also let me know, what do you think of the whole idea of the relatives angle? Because I know some people love it. Some people are fine with it. Some people hate it. Some people are tired of it, but let me know what you think with the relatives angle as far as what happens in 7. Should it be the relative of someone else again? It's an interesting conversation to have. As a matter of fact, another interesting conversation that I wanted to bring up too, our good friend Blucka, also one of our Patreon members. Always great conversations, interesting conversations. I mean, you guys know he goes all the way. But we were talking about in our spoiler review of Scream 6, and he's always great with leaving comments. I mean, leaving comments and watching videos and hitting the like button, it really helps. And he does that so consistently. So shout out to Blucka. But we were talking about Sam as a character and whether or not Sam had good character development. And we were talking about character development in general. And I told him, I said, this is a great conversation to have with the community. And although, I'm not getting super deep into it right now, unless you guys have interesting thoughts. But I put up a poll yesterday because I think Samantha has had some really good development in 6 versus 5. I just feel like her character is better realized, maybe more well-rounded. I definitely cared about her more in 6, but he felt as though her development was pretty, it was the same, as far from 5 to 6. And I had put up a poll yesterday in the community post, which, by the way, again, guys, if you get a chance, check out our community tab. We do a lot of interesting polls, and I try to communicate through there with our viewers. But I had asked the question, do you think Sam is a more developed character in Scream 6 versus 5, and why? We've already had almost 300 votes, and right now it sits at 92% say yes and 8% say no. So let me know what you guys think in here as far as the character development. Originally, we were talking about mainly the core 4, which my stance was, I thought that Sam was the MVP for me. That's just my opinion. But I do think she was more developed. But I think Chad was a little bit more developed too. I don't think Mindy was, though. She was about even from 5 to 6. And Tara was a little bit more developed too. But what do you guys think? Let us know. Let us know here. And I'm sure if Blucka gets a chance to jump in, he can give us his viewpoints, because he had some really good points about, some of the things that Sam did in 5 were very much almost beat for beat that happened in 6, as far as the structure of how her character's journey was in the movie. So, yeah. Let's see. Michael's saying, I don't like the new characters in Scream. Okay. All right. Now, I'm assuming you mean Quinn, Ethan, Annika, and Bailey, right? Yeah. That's interesting. I don't see how people get killed by Ghostface. He could be taken out easily. Well, more often than not, it's by surprise, So that's the thing about Ghostface. He's not gonna, there's not gonna be like a standoff, like a fight, like an MMA fight, like you're ready for it. Like, he usually attacks you when you least expect it, and he's got a knife. So, or in some cases, she. So I think it's always about by surprise, Whereas with Michael, Michael taking on, Haddonfield in that scene in Halloween Kills, they knew what they were getting into, and Michael didn't give a crap because he's the Shape, Mega Giants, what's up? Saying Melissa Barrera was absolutely fantastic in 6. She's a very talented actress. I don't think she was bad in 5. I just think she was poorly written and didn't have a direction in 5. Yeah, I think, she wasn't bad in 5. I just think it was the way that the character came off, dealing with her illness and kind of whatever it is, under medication and all these different types of things. Plus, you had so many characters in 5 that took a lot of spotlight, especially you've got the OG3 that came back, specifically Dewey, that had a lot of focus. And so there was a lot going on in 5. I think 6 treated the characters better. You got to know them a little bit better, and you got to care for them a little bit more. At least I did. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Master Chaos, what's up, man? Saying good morning. What's up, man? I was talking about stuff earlier, and I hope you're doing well, bro. It's so much stuff going on in the community and YouTube in general. A lot of us, we're taking L's right and left. But hope you're doing well, bro. Seriously, miss talking to you too, man. Hopefully, I can jump in on the panel with the next one coming up. We got to talk. I'll have to message you. I was meaning to do that anyways to see when we're going to do it. But hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. And Master Chaos actually a great example of, there's so many things that you can enjoy with movies. There's so many different genres. There's so many different, styles. Um, and I just think having an open mind it's a really good thing to have. It doesn't mean that people, uh, that's what they choose to do, but I just think it's a good thing to have. I really do. Let's see. Kristen saying same. I hated Season of the Witch, but now I love it. Right? It's true. It's true. Things can change. That's why I try to have an open mind, Now, if someone says to me, okay, excuse me. If someone says to me, okay, there's going to be a new Leprechaun movie coming out, and we want you to go to the theater and spend money to watch it, I'm going to be apprehensive because I'm not big on the franchise anymore. I'm really not. But that doesn't mean that if I have the opportunity to check it out, that I won't at least give it a chance. Good case in point is Hellraiser. I fell off of Hellraiser so long ago, it's not even funny. I'm really a big fan of the first two. The third one was starting to go into an interesting direction, and 4 is when I kind of just fell off. And I didn't watch the other 1,000 sequels, but the newest Hellraiser, I was open to seeing. I said, you know what? Let me just see what it is, and I enjoyed it. Boom, there we go. So, for a franchise that I literally despised for like a decade and a half or whatever it was, you can enjoy something down the road. You never know. Dre saying it's so true. I used to hate Friday Part 8 when I was growing up, but now I love it. It could truly change. It's all about opening your mind. That's right. That's right. I used to be like that about 5. I wasn't the biggest fan of 5 as a kid. Because I was butthurt that it wasn't Jason. And as I grew up, I kind of realized what they were trying to do, and it worked out for me. As a fan, I was like, man, this movie's actually pretty good. But again, that's just me. That's just me. Philip saying, unfortunately, there's always going to be some negative. Some you can understand. Others just want to be honest, happy, and have others, unhappy. Yeah, that's true too. Sometimes some folks they enjoy being negative and want to pass it around, and that's their choice. That's their choice. That's okay for them, not for me. Dre having the same experience with Smile wasn't high on my list, but I loved it. Right? Yeah. Mega Giant saying yesterday was the 38th anniversary for both Friday 5 and The Last Dragon, and Mega Giants knows how much I love both of those movies, especially The Last Dragon. We did do an episode on The Last Dragon. If you are a fan of that movie, if you like martial arts, action and stuff, 80s cheese, check it out. Check out the movie. I can't wait until the 40th, and I'm hoping that we can do something special, especially for Friday 5. For some of you guys that have been around long enough, you guys know we had the lovely Melanie Kinnaman on with us, which was a fantastic discussion and interview. So just saying, we've got hopes. We've got hopes. Chaos saying we miss you on Colors of the Door. Yes, man. I miss you guys too, man. Like I said, and I know I'm way behind and you probably have already answered this, but I definitely want to try to get on the next one. Because I miss doing that too. Because some movies that I had never seen, and I'm glad that I did, and we had a lot of laughs. We really, really did. And I will not eat a hard-boiled egg on this live stream, bro. I will not do that. Master Chaos knows what I'm talking about. Omni saying can't wait for the 2000s bracket. We can't wait either. It's gonna be fun. Two boys, what's up? Theater sent me free tickets to screen John Wick. Whoa, that's awesome. That is very, very cool. Well, I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna see it tomorrow, and yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm really excited to see it. Seriously. Michael saying Victor Crowley is way stronger than Jason Voorhees. Now, are we talking about before Jason lives or after Jason lives? Because when Jason's a zombie, I don't know. But Victor Crowley is definitely stronger than Jason pre-death. Yeah. Omni saying, is everything okay? Yeah, no, everything's good. I just wanted to just talk about, just some of the things I've seen in the community and stuff. And yeah, no, everything's good though. But I wanted to just put that out there, to just try to put out some positivity as much as I can. Jennifer saying, love the bracket, can't wait to make it through the whole thing. Yes, and like I said, we've got the 80s wing set up. We still got the 70s, we got the 90s, and we got the 2000s. The 2000s is the next one we're going to be working on. And what we're hoping to do is once we've got them set up, we're going to hopefully be able to get it out to folks if they would like a copy of it, making it printable, and see how people, compile their bracket, who wins. That's the idea. We got a couple other ideas attached to it as well, but we'll continue to announce those as we go. Part of it too was to see how well it would be received from the community, because we wanted it to be very interactive, and that's why we're creating it with the community, because we could have easily just populated the whole thing ourselves and said, hey guys, fill this out, this is what we want you guys to do. But what we wanted to do is actually craft it together. So like I said, if you haven't seen our 2 streams where we completed the 80s wing, check them out. There was some fun, especially the last one. I put out a few shorts on it too. We've had some good laughs, and those are the special things. Those are the things that I enjoy the most, is having good laughs with folks. So 2 boys saying, let's do a horror Jeopardy night. It's funny you say that, because I've been thinking of a couple of things that we've done before, when we've done trivia and stuff, to kind of put a little bit of a twist on it. I've been putting together some stuff, so we should. Let me know. And Philip giving us a little bit of an answer here with our poll, because I was asking, if people were, fans of Wick. And, because I was really curious, because we're going to be spending some more time talking about the movies. And, I think that, we haven't had as many people checking them out as I would have wanted, which is a little disappointing. I'm not going to lie about that. But we'll see. But asking if people are fans of John Wick, we got 71% at yes, 12 at no, and 18 at undecided. So, yeah. Kirsten saying creep show. Yeah, right. JJ said Phantasm 2 is gonna win it all. Listen, who knows, right? Because we're gonna be doing this together. And I know Jason Dyer would love to see Phantasm 2 win it all. The idea is that once we have it all populated and set up, we're gonna let people fill it out, and we're gonna give people the opportunity to share their results. Coriander, Killian, and myself, we're gonna do our own brackets individually, and we're hoping to do something cool. If anyone can do their bracket the same way that we did ours, so that's the plan. As long as everything goes good, that's the plan. But yeah, Phantasm 2. Oh man. Craig's in the chat. What's up? Good to see you. Saying love the channel. What time is it over there? It is 12:17 over here. And I know I'm behind on this comment. I think it says you sent the comment at 11:51. So, yeah, it's 12:17 p.m. right now. But good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well too. Dre saying, Night, it's so much that goes into it. So much. Talking about being a YouTuber can be very draining and rewarding, and sometimes that reward feeling doesn't come until later. I couldn't have said it much any better. I really couldn't have. There are some things that I've done as a YouTuber that I haven't seen, a reward or a feeling of it being a success for months and months and months. And like you were saying, Dre, to do a live stream, to set up your time and the equipment and the monthly fees that you pay to stream or to edit videos or upgrading or upkeep of equipment, it is a lot. So I want to be transparent about that too for anyone that does YouTube or wants to do YouTube. Well, obviously some folks that are a little bit newer at YouTubing, which I'm very fortunate enough to know so many people that are kind of, they're kind of coming into their own now, as newer YouTubers. And it's always good to have a connection like that because it's a reminder of, where I was not too long ago. Because, I'm still very new at a lot of things. But just to be transparent, man, you got to be ready to give up a lot of your life to do it. You really do. And that's not true for everyone, but for most of us that do YouTube, to have success at it, you have to put in the work, and it's daily. You can't just every once in a while. I think it's daily because that's what it takes. So. But yeah, bro, it's a lot. It is a lot. Let's see. You guys are all right, man. Kale's in the chat. What's up? Good to see you. Mega Giant saying, better movie, Sleepaway Camp 1983 or Sleepaway Camp 2 from 88. Now, okay. And Mega Giants has been around long enough to know this because we've done our watch parties. We've talked about the movies, but we've also done our watch parties. And when we did Sleepaway Camp 2, oh my God, it was so much fun, that watch party. I think, let me put it to you this way. The first movie is just got that cheesy kind of like 80s classic feel to it, right? 2 just kind of just ramps up the absurdity, and it's bonkers crazy in a good way, at least to me. It's hard to say which one is the better one. It really is. I think the first one, the advantage it has is because it is the first one. You don't know exactly what's going on. You don't know exactly, what I'm saying? So in that sense, it maybe has the edge, but I love the second movie. Hopefully this is not a cop-out answer, okay? It is very difficult because I enjoy them both, but they're different, and that's credit to them, as far as doing something a little bit different in the second movie. So good question. That was a good one. David's in the chat. What's up, David? Saying, hey, Night. All right. And Phil's creepy videos in the chat. What's up, Phil? Phil's a great example of Phil. And I don't know when you came in. I know I'm behind. I'm probably about 20 minutes behind on these, but Phil's been around in the community for a long time. And Phil, I was just talking a little bit earlier about how we have, we just have a lot of negative stuff kind of going on. And I don't necessarily mean from creators, but things that creators are dealing with too. And it's just tough, but I'm just trying to hopefully, I don't know. I don't even really know what I'm doing. I'm just talking about it. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's not, but I'm just hoping that folks can find whatever light that they can find in all of this. Cause it is challenging doing YouTube. It really is. But I hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well. And I know I'm way behind here. Let's see. Oh, Denisha's in the chat. What's up, Denisha? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. David saying we're getting closer to Evil Dead Rise. I'm excited for that movie. Me too. Me too. I think that, and gosh, it was at 100% Rotten Tomato score. And I'm sure that's gonna change, or at least it was that. I haven't checked it this morning, but I'm excited for it too. I'm really pumped up. I think that when you have a director, Lee Cronin, we have a director that is a super fan of the franchise, a super fan of Sam Raimi. That's good because at least they have their finger on the pulse of what these movies have been about. So in other words, I think this movie, if nothing else, is going to be an Evil Dead movie. And that's what I want. I don't want it to be, something that is totally unrecognizable, but at the same time, I want it to try to push forward, and it looks like it's doing that. Most notably, the setting. I think it could be some really cool stuff, being in a high rise, having a family dynamic, and so forth. So, and I've talked a little bit about that. I'm going to be talking about it more. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. But the Evil Dead franchise is a great legacy franchise, and I've enjoyed all the movies. When you talk about remakes, the Evil Dead remake is, gosh, it's a fantastic remake. I couldn't believe how good of a remake it was. So I'm really excited. I really am. We're gonna be doing a lot of discussions on it. So hopefully you guys will be able to tune in. But yeah, it's coming. It is. Denisha's watching the Wick movies on Peacock. There you go. Very cool. Melissa saying I love all movies, but mainly horror. That's exactly how I look at it too, and that's how I try to do content on this channel. I know most people may think of us mainly as horror here. I mean, when we do tons of horror, there's no doubt. But like I said, I love all movies, and I've grown up on so many other great films that are not horror. So that's, I'm right in the same boat with you. You guys on The Punisher. Oh, you guys are too much. Yeah, and John Bernthal is returning as the Punisher, and I'm excited about that. Yeah. Michael saying I will watch John Wick 4 today. You gotta let us know what you think. I'm excited to check it out tomorrow. I really am. Yep. Mayanne is in the chat. Hey, what's going on, Mayanne? One of our newest Patreon members, and again, thank you so much for doing that. It's really special. It really is, and you guys, you probably would have no idea what that means to me and for this channel, for us as far as us creating content and doing streams and putting in that effort. It really helps. But thank you so much, and it was great to have you with our watch party the other night. That was so much fun. So much fun. Melissa saying, Night, do you like zombie movies? Do I like zombie movies? Melissa, I love zombie movies. Absolutely. And we did a really fun, it was a live stream and a watch party of Night of the Living Dead. I did that months ago with my friend Gorphobe, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I do love zombie movies. We talked about that movie, The Sadness, which was a bonkers crazy zombie movie. So yeah, absolutely. David also saying In Search of Darkness is a great docuseries. It is. It really is. I agree. The story of It, that's a good one as well. Yeah, there's so many great documentaries. Oh my gosh, it's not even funny. Not even funny. And the Scream documentary. Yep. So true. Let's see. Yeah. Now, when the Punisher comes back, the question is, how will they characterize him, right? Hopefully, they will do it right. I'm really hoping. We don't talk a lot about the Marvel stuff on here, but we're all big fans, of the Marvel stuff. Just again, movies in general. If it's out there, if there's interest in it for us, we check them out. But me and my brother, we grew up on comic books and stuff like that. So, um, I don't know. We might talk about what's going on with the new Punisher and Blade and stuff like that. But again, we've done a little bit on stuff. We've talked about some of the movies here and there. Like we talked about Doctor Strange. I think we talked about Spider-Man and so forth. And we don't get a lot of people that check it out. So again, putting the effort into doing stuff that is not really going to be stuff that the viewers want to see. It's just not channel smart. But if there is an interest in it, yeah, I mean, we have those conversations in real life. Especially me and my brother. We talk about that stuff all the time. So Melissa's saying I liked Day of the Dead. I love Day of the Dead. Absolutely, yeah. Dre saying they had better character development. I actually cared about them more, including Sam. I agree. I think Sam was very, very badass and a great character. Omni saying that too. Yeah. Eric saying, I don't buy Bailey being a fake name. Dude was a detective in the NYPD. There's no way he's getting past a federal and state background check with a fake name. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's just so many obstacles, like I was saying to Marcus earlier. Yeah, I don't know. But I agree. I just don't know if the whole fake name thing is gonna fly. Because you're right. How does it get through a background check? They'd have to really do a lot of extra explaining to make that make sense. So, good point, man. Melissa's excited for another Batman with Michael Keaton. Yeah, The Flash. Supposedly, The Flash is an amazing movie. That's what everyone is talking about. Michael Keaton is in it. He looks fantastic. I love Michael Keaton. I love Batman '89. It's a special movie for me and for my brother. And hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk about Flash. We're going to see it. I'm going to let you know. Any of those types of movies, we check out. So just know that whether or not we talk about it here on the channel is a different story. Again, if we have the interest for it, we will. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it too. Kirsten agreeing with Eric, saying, I thought the same about the background checks. Yeah. True enough. Jamie's in the chat. What's going on, Jamie? Good to see you. And Jamie, obviously, as a content creator, she's seen a lot of the things that go on in the community. The ups and the downs of it. And like I was saying earlier, I just think that it would be cool if more people just tried to lean more into the positivity, a little bit more, because again, it's a roller coaster. Doing YouTube, being a content creator, and so forth. But I hope you're doing well, Jamie. Yeah. Two boys saying, I wish they had someone wearing boots pick up the mask in the ending, hinting another is out there. That's what we thought, that there was going to be some type of a cliffhanger, and there wasn't. So, yeah, I mean, like I said to Marcus earlier, I think that Radio Silence is showing us that they lean more to simplicity. What you see on the screen is what you see. They might do little winks and nods here and there, but it's pretty much boom, is right there. Again, the killers in 5 and 6, they were right in front of us. I mean, blatantly. If you think about Richie and Amber, and of course Dermot, and by association Quinn, and Ethan too. Ethan was right there too. So I wish they had done a cliffhanger of sorts, but nope. Omni saying, I'm so glad Mindy survived the train attack after I had a similar encounter I told you about night. So glad horror finally has a queer survivor in general. Yeah, I think that, see, here's the thing. I am glad too, because I really enjoy the character. But I do think with Scream, they've kind of put themselves in a corner here because I think they did such a great job, especially with the core 4 and 6, that now in 7, can everyone survive? And that would be such a tough task because you got the core 4, you still got Gail, you've got Kirby. If Sydney returns, you've got Sydney. So it's like someone's gonna have to die. And that's why I said when we did our spoiler review and discussion and debate that I think it's too bad that we didn't have that type of character development in 5, and then that way in 6, if we lose some characters, then at least there's investment. It's almost like 6 should have been 5. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But I am glad Mindy survived. I really enjoy her as a character, and Jasmine is amazing. So yeah, there's no doubt about that, man. Dan's in the chat. What's up, Dan? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm way behind on this. We're just talking about, and Dan, you know how it goes. Community stuff can sometimes be a pain in the ass, and not personally, but you deal with the ups and downs of YouTube. You deal with different things that go on in the community, and if you have people that are, and again, I'm saying gatekeeping. Maybe that's not the right term that I should use, but it is what it is. But I do want to say, Dan, thank you so much for always being just a cool dude, so supportive, fun to talk to during live chats and obviously outside of live chats and so forth. So, but yeah, that was just a quick catch up in case you just jumped in because I know you work. All right, let's see. Melissa saying, I will never like Season of the Witch or Friday Part 1. Never say never, though, Melissa, because I felt that way about Season of the Witch for let me think. It might have been about 18 years. 16, 17, 18 years. And I'm talking about I hated it. Good God, you guys. It's funny to tell these stories. And of course, if you weren't there, you don't know. But I'm serious, guys. And I was a big horror fan as a kid. So growing up, I would have all these conversations with friends in school. We always talked movies. Me and my brother, we always talked movies. Me and my cousins, we always talked movies. And anytime anyone even got close to saying Season of the Witch, I stopped them right there. But one day, it turned for me, So I'm just saying for myself, I've learned to never say never, Jamie said, I wasn't a huge fan of Scream 5, but after seeing 6, I like 5 a bit better. I like how 6 developed the characters from 5. Amen. Amen. And see, there's always hope. But I do think 6 did a really good job with the characters. I enjoyed them, Michael saying, I think the new Hellraiser was woke. Really? Wow. I enjoyed it. And I've hated, admittedly, I've hated Hellraiser for a long time, because I think after 4, they just weren't, to me, they lost what made Hellraiser creative and interesting, So when the new one came out, I was kind of like, well, let's see what they did. And I came out of it thinking, wow, that was actually pretty good. So yeah, that's how I looked at it. JJ is Warwick Davis going to be in it, the new Leprechaun? I'll tell you this, Warwick Davis is enough to make me say, well, let me at least check it out. But telling you, man, I fell off a Leprechaun a long time ago. I really did. But again, if I have the opportunity to check it out, I'll check it out. Let's see what we got. Two Boys saying we need some fresh new horror. I agree. I think so. Dan saying, if I don't like a film, I just move on to something else. Yeah, me too. I think, yeah, man, some people, they really get fixated on stuff, which is interesting to me, Um, because as you know, Dan, I frequent other live chats and comments and stuff like that, and obviously on social media, and and we have friends, that enjoy certain movies that you may not like or I may not like, and so forth. And I'll usually just give my opinion. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And and I kind of move on, and it doesn't bother me. But not everyone's like that. Of course, having this type of a platform like we do, Dan, it's kind of you deal with things a little bit differently and stuff, and but it's just interesting. It's really interesting. Paul's in the chat too. What's up, Paul? What's up? Going to watch Wick 4 in T minus 3 hours. Oh my gosh. With Luke. Oh man, that is so cool. Cannot wait to see what they do with Donnie Yen. I've heard Donnie Yen is fantastic. Of course, that does not surprise me. Donnie Yen, in my eyes, can do no wrong. For any of you guys here that don't know who Donnie Yen is, he's fantastic. He's a real martial artist, literally one of my idols as a martial artist and as a martial arts teacher. And hopefully soon, again, speaking of stuff I was talking about earlier, we hope to go through the Ip Man films, which is some great martial arts action. So, but Paul, first of all, tell Luke I said hi, number one. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you guys in a while, and I hope you guys absolutely enjoy Wick 4. And I'll be watching it tomorrow. So, yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Omni saying the term woke. Oh, yeah, because you were talking about Scream being quote unquote woke, and that was the point of it. I agree with that. The term woke was created and used by the Pan African community in the 90s, and non black people came in and appropriated the word to mean something else. I'm so tired. Yeah, I think sometimes, and again, this kind of goes in line with what I was talking about earlier. I think sometimes people they can get fixated on certain things, and it's too bad. It's too bad, because especially when you have discussions on movies, um, there is such a huge spectrum of enjoyment or non-enjoyment and reasons why or why not. Yeah, it's just interesting. It really is. It really, really is. Philip saying, sorry about that night. I typed way too fast. Don't worry about it. I try to roll with the punches, and I know how it is, because when I'm in a live chat, sometimes when I'm typing, it doesn't always come out right either. Jamie saying, I am indeed a Wick fan. I even own all the movies. See, Jamie, that's why we connect. We connect. Yeah, Wick is awesome. We're gonna see John Wick 4 tomorrow. We're gonna do a live right out of the theater, non-spoiler discussion or reaction, and yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. Dan saying, question out of nowhere night. That's funny. Nowhere. All right. Have you seen No Tears for the Dead? I have not seen that. Should I see it, Dan? Should I see it? It's a South Korean film. Very cool. Let me know if I should see it, man. Yeah. Again, open-mindedness, I have not seen it. I don't know if I've even heard of it, but I'm curious. I'm curious. Mayan saying that was fun. I think referring to our watch party. Yeah. Jamie saying, I hate the word woke because it's being used to insult a certain type of person. It's used to mean aware or awake. They have somehow made it being aware sound vile just with one simple word. Yeah, that's a good point too, Jamie. Very good point. I agree with that. I agree with that. And it's too bad, and of course, and fortunately that doesn't happen too much here. It's you guys know how I do this. I don't like to have anyone feel uncomfortable in my live chats. I want us to all have fun discussions. We can disagree with each other, but we want to be respectful. But I have seen it in other communities, and it's just too bad, Jamie. It's too bad. because I think at the end of the day, we're all movie fans, and there's a lot that we can enjoy together. It's a lot we can learn from each other. So, David saying I'm hosting a horror trivia tonight. Ooh, all right. Well, that's cool. You'll have to let us know what time. Let us know what time. I love trivia. The one thing that I will say, and again, sounding a little selfish, but I'm just being real. Doing trivia on the channel, and I know Melissa will enjoy this, but because we do trivia every once in a while, and obviously as the host, I can't partake in it the same way as a contestant. And sometimes it's a bummer because I love trivia. I really do. But as the host, and and I do the background stuff and set up everything. So I'm not able to enjoy it, in the way that I wish I could. But let us know, David. Hey, Polly, or I should say Missy. I'm sorry. I know you let Lee say Polly. I'm waiting for the day when I get the green light to say Polly. Okay, then I know that I'm actually I'm special. Saying this bracket gives me a headache just looking at it. Now, do you mean that it's challenging? That it's too many choices? That you like it, that you don't like it, and if so, what would you do with it? So that was a lot, Miss C. That was a lot. But let me know. Melissa saying never seen Phantasm. You gotta see it. And folks are asking David, when are you doing the trivia night? Yeah, I mean, I think most folks enjoy trivia. Yeah. Philip saying never seen Phantasm. I've seen a bit from one of them. Yeah, check it out. I know. I'm always running behind. But I'm trying, how it is, because I'm trying to actually answer folks. And, Jamie saying I've been missing these night and the morning streams. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. Like I was saying earlier in this stream, I wasn't sure I was going to do this morning. Mainly because of scheduling, because it is challenging to do it. I love doing it, but I also started to feel like, I wanted to make sure I had good balance in my life, because, and you know how this is, Jamie, doing content it's a daily thing, and, so much involved, and having a good friend of mine who's, dealing with trying to get more balance and get better health and so forth. It just kind of made me look at how much I do, and it's a lot. So, but I wanted to jump on today, just to kind of just talk, and especially about community stuff. So that's why I'm here. But I miss doing it too, and hopefully we'll be doing it again next Thursday. But hearing folks saying that they miss it, that means a lot. And it definitely helps in those moments where it's kind of like, I could either do the stream or do it or not, so thank you. I appreciate that, Jamie. I really do. Let's see. And MMA's in the chat. What's up? Going to see Wick 4 tonight. I'm so ready. All right. Very, very cool. We'll be seeing it tomorrow. Yeah. Omni saying there's a Florida bill trying to ban girls from talking about their period and other stupid bills. So I've been heated and into the news. Really? Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. Just thinking about that. Jamie is saying it too. It makes me want to spit nails to hear that about Florida. Same here, right? Oh my gosh. That's too much. MMA saying Evil Dead Remake is probably my favorite out of the series, but Rise looks like it may surpass that. It looks dark, and I like that route. Yeah, Rise looks great. Like I said, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be covering it, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. May Ann saying, Night, were you ever a radio host? Your voice is made for radio. Thanks, man. No, I was never a radio host. I appreciate that, though. That's very sweet of you. I've had a few people say that. It's so funny. It's so funny. I would have never thought that until I've heard a few people say that after, me being a YouTuber. And yeah, that's great. Saying I had a blast at that watch party. Let's do it again soon. We will. And I'm not sure if it will be this Sunday, but we're planning by next Sunday to do another watch party. So definitely in the Patreon comments and stuff, I asked for you guys if you have any requests, and please throw them out because it was really fun to get together with you guys. It's smaller and more intimate. We can kind of, let loose a little bit more. So, but we do have something that we're hoping to do this Sunday that will be a little bit different. So keep your eyes peeled. And by the way, if you, if you do want to support the channel, if you're able to, and if you're not, that's perfectly fine. But we do have a Patreon, and we get together quite often and do some things and do watch parties. So definitely, if you'd like to help support us there and help to keep the lights on, please do. Philip, man, you guys, thank you too, Jamie. A voice like butter. Okay. Oh, you guys, too much. You guys are gonna get me all blushing, I tell you. Kirsten saying I really wanted a cliffhanger for Scream 6. I did too. I really did. I thought we were. I really thought we were. And I know, Kirsten, I know you kept an eye out for things before Scream 6 came out, and you've been in the live chats and hanging out with us in the community, and in the TV spots and in the trailer when we saw that scene with Sam and she was holding the mask. We thought, wow, something's going to happen at the end. There's going to be a cliffhanger or whatever. And I can't lie, man. I was like, what? Oh my God, we didn't get one. So yeah. Philip saying we are at 68% yes, 12 at no, and undecided at 20 for John Wick, if you're a fan of John Wick. And again, I want to say, because obviously this is my channel, become a John Wick fan, or at least open your mind to check it out, because it is some really cool shit. And even for those who say they aren't quote-unquote action fans, like Kirsten was saying earlier, I know Val has said that, but yet you guys do like some action movies, so you just never know until you see it. I think that's one of the biggest things I want to pass on in this live stream today. It's just keep an open mind. Ed's in the chat. Good to see you, Ed, and saying what community troubles. Really, that's kind of what I was talking about. Just keeping an open-minded position on stuff, and just try to seek positivity, have grace for each other, but also for content creators, especially if they're content creators you support. Last night, I got a chance to hang out with my good friend Steven, who is he's trying to get to better health and not able to stream much. And it just kind of made me think, it just kind of made me take a step back and think a little bit. So that's why I wanted to talk about this a little bit, because I think sometimes people, including myself, you lose track of that. You lose track of what people go through, because you never know what people are going through behind the scenes. You never know what struggles they're dealing with. You never know what kind of things they've overcome, or maybe things they haven't overcome yet. And I think that's important to have in the back of your mind. And I don't necessarily mean for you guys here in this community, because fortunately this community is very positive. That's really the only way I would have it. But we do have connections to so many other channels in this community. This community is a huge community where there's, I don't know, maybe close to 100 content creators, And with each content creator, you have different people that are fans or viewers of their content. So we're connected, to so many people. And I would say just try to pass that on, especially in live chats. A lot of times I go to live chats, I don't always do a lot of talking, because I may be at work or I may be doing whatever. And sometimes I just don't want to interrupt my friends that run their live streams. I like to just kind of be in the background. So I see a lot of things, I see a lot more than people may know. So I just like to pass on the positivity, man. That's really the big thing. And I appreciate that, Ed. I appreciate the support. And Ed also, we've talked in emails and stuff and offline and stuff. It's always fun doing that. So I appreciate that. It's great to hear positive encouragement and support and love from you guys. And it makes a difference. It truly does. Jamie's saying, I'm all too familiar with negativity in the community. Unfortunately, I fell victim to it. I'm trying to move on. I'd say gatekeeping is a great term for it. Personally, feel blackballed by some. Excuse me. Yeah, and I know, and it's horrible, Jamie. And I'm so glad that you have shared that with the community, and you shared it with me offline. And I feel for you. I really do. And but it's too bad. It really is. I mean, I've even had some people that they kind of go hot and cold depending on maybe whatever they're dealing with, or maybe how they perceive things, or whatever. And it's just too bad. It really is. Some of this stuff I'll get into maybe at another time, maybe a little bit more, definitely for folks that I talk to offline. I'm sure we'll have conversations if they arise. I've been thinking about doing some more kind of behind the curtains talk with Patreon members, because they definitely have shown support in a very generous way. And so I like to be very transparent with everyone. So we'll see. But Jamie, just keep holding your head up high, because there's a lot of love for you, not only here, but also in so many other of the communities. So yeah, absolutely. And you guys are just awesome, showing your support for Jamie, which is, that's what we should be doing with everyone, yeah. Ed saying, some horror I like, some I don't, to shock everyone. Not a Scream fan, but I love Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, etc. Yeah, and there's some folks that they might be fans of one thing and not fans of another thing, and it's okay, and like I said, the whole idea of gatekeeping, I just don't like that. I really don't. And I hate seeing it in other places where I know that that's not who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Mark is saying, I got one for you, bro. Silent Rage, Chuck Norris, 82. Yeah, man. I love that movie. We, me and Coriander, we did that for a stream. Well, geez, now it's been probably almost 10 months, maybe even a year ago, on Slasher Movie Club. Love Silent Rage, man. It's such a good one. Oh my God. That is such a good movie. I love Chuck. You put a smile on my face, bro. Thank you. Love it. Let's see. Peyton's in the chat. What's up? Saying you need to review Judgment Night from back in the day. Night. That's a good one too. That's actually on our list. So you might see that. Coming up. I can't say when though, but yeah, it is a good one. From back in the day. Good choice. Jamie saying, this place is full of love and acceptance. Nothing but good vibes from Nightwatch. Well, I try, and it's really a credit to you guys for fulfilling that dream of just having a very positive community. Because like I said, I've seen some stuff, man, and I'm just, and I hate to be that type of person that gets triggered that way. But I think a part of it is because of my love of this platform for us to get to know each other and become friends and have discussions, and to see the possibility of those things having any negativity is it's tough to see. There he is. Eric's in the chat, or at least he was. My lunch will probably be over when you see this, but hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing well too. Love you, man. And like I was saying earlier in the stream, you're just a great friend, and I appreciate that. And even though there's movies that each of us may disagree on, it doesn't even matter, man. It actually makes it fun to have those conversations together. So much love to you, bro. Jamie saying balance is everything, Night. I'm a firm supporter of listening to your body and the signs it gives you. If it says slow down, you should. Absolutely. Yes, I agree. Man saying I'll put my suggestions there. Yeah, throw them at me. And especially for you guys that show support that way. And I know a lot of people say this, as they should, as content creators. If you have folks that are actually able to do something like a Patreon or membership, I mean, that's absolutely crazy and cool, because not everyone can do that, and it's okay. I'm a Patreon member to a couple of content creators, and a member of a couple too, and I wish I could be for more, but it just is what it is. So I appreciate any of you guys that are able to do that. It's not an expectation by any means, but if you're able to do it, I appreciate it, and definitely enjoy the ability to have a place where I can get to know people a little bit better, and that's one way to do that. So Kirsten Sanchez signed up for the pay. Oh, geez. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Well, just like I was just saying, I really appreciate that. It's so kind of you. Oh my gosh. And I know you're very busy in the community, and you support so many people. To think that you do that here too, that's just very kind. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, we have some fun there. We've been having some fun there. Let me just do this for all you guys. Just being awesome, as I know you guys always are, just in general, being awesome here today. Definitely have lightened up my morning. So I really thank you guys for that. So let's just play a clip or two, and hopefully it'll bring smiles to your face. Here we go.
The name is Mr. T. First name is Mr. Middle name is that period. Last name is T. Listen, and listen good. I'm talking to you.
There it is. Let's do another one, because I've kind of missed doing these. Let's do another one that's fun.
And you don't stop, sure shot, go out to the parking lot, and you get in your car and you drive real far, and you drive all night, then you to cheek, one to one, man to man, dance toe to toe, don't move too slow, cause the man from Mars is through with cars.
There it is. But thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. And Mayanne saying, "Yay, Kirsten!" That's so funny. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that, though. Seriously, very, very cool, and very humbling. It truly is. Derek, what's up? Derek's in the chat saying, "Sup? What's up? What's up?" JJ saying the Continental, where we can just all chill out. That's right. When we will conduct no business on Continental grounds. That's right. Oh, man. Two Boys saying, "Night, we truly appreciate you, and definitely a blessing in this community. Thank you for always bringing the smiles." I thank you. I'm speechless. Like I said, I enjoy talking about movies, and I have since I was a little kid. Thanks to my parents, and it's just fun to be able to do that with people. So really, at the end of the day, that's what it really is. It's just talking to people about what you enjoy and memories and so forth. And we're making new memories as we do that now, so, but thank you. I appreciate that. And, I'm one piece of a big puzzle here in this community. So yeah, sending love to all, to all of your horror content creators that provide us entertainment. And there's so many, and I'm blessed to know so many of them, and so many of them here in the chat. Two boys, Eric is in here, bearded Eric is in here, Jamie, so many others. I'm not going to name everyone, but you guys are a part of this as well. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. And of course, you guys are amazing too. Thank you. Marcus. And Marcus too, man. I shot him 6 times. Like, there's probably, and I don't know if I've even, well, I'm sure I've probably said it. I don't know if I've said it specifically to you, but it's probably not a better name for a channel. I'm telling you, because I love Loomis. You know it. You're all right, man. You're all right. Man saying my experience so far has been amazing in this community. I've met the nicest people on here. I think that is one of the best compliments that you can give to this whole community. And that's everyone in this live chat. That's everyone that has been in these live chats. It's great. It's great. And I'm glad. I'm very glad. Jamie saying, thank you, Knight. There are many in the community who have shown me care, acceptance, and respect, as they should. A few have had me on their channels recently and helped to bring my confidence in myself back. Yeah, I mean, well, Jamie, obviously, I think that everyone, should have respect given to them. And specifically, speaking of you, it just really, it breaks my heart to know that you haven't had that type of experience that you should, but I'm glad that you're feeling better, that you're moving, forward to light, and like I've always said, if there's anything I can ever do, I'm more than happy to do that. And also, it would be great to have you on again. That was so much fun when you were on. We'll have to do that again. It was a lot of fun. Hey, look who's here. Our good friend Val, the spicy general. How you doing, Val? I hope you're doing well. Good to talk to you. Derek saying, have you seen Belko Experience? Love it. Kind of resembles Mayhem. It needs a sequel because it had a cliffhanger. Do you know I have not seen it? And it's actually on my watch list. I might have to move that up. It's so funny because we did our, we did a watch party the other night, request by Brandon the Beldam, who got us to watch The Night House, which I had not seen, but was on my watch list. And I'm so glad I did. So I might have to move Belko up a little bit. Yes. And look at that. Val she comes into the live chat and she just starts just working and just helping on levels that it just helps so much. It takes off, so much of the different responsibilities while hosting a live stream. But thank you, Val, for thanking Kirsten for joining us on Patreon. It's so cool. Thank you. Very kind of you. And she said, of course, Val, good to see you. You guys are all right. Let's see. Now I want to catch up here too. Now, man saying loved his middle name. Now, are you talking about last night when we were talking about Wes Craven's New Nightmare? You'll have to let me know because now I'm curious. Hey, there's Jason Dyer. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Tonight, I love those clips. I know you do. I miss playing them. Yeah. I'll have to play them some more. saying, "You're the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You're the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart." Don't get me all emotional, man. No, but thank you. I appreciate that, Jason. You always put a smile on my face, man. And when we get a chance to talk offline and stuff like that, thank you so much, man. That's too funny. Ed saying, "Gotta go night. Be good, bro. Nightwatch is on a positive in my life. Time to work on my dance moves." All right, man. I'll talk to you soon and hope the rest of your day is great. Mark is saying, "Nightwatch Zone got me cabbage patching over it." You're all right, man. You're all right. Jamie saying, "I'd love to be on Nightwatch anytime." All right, we'll set something up again because that was a lot of fun. It really was. We'll have to set up something again soon. Man saying Belko experience was good. Okay. Yeah, I definitely will have to check it out. Philip saying the same thing. It was good. I recommend it. All right. Very cool. Very cool to hear. So see, again, that's with me, I get to learn from you guys as well, which is fantastic, Anthony, what's up? Child of the Corn in the chat. Yo, what's good night and everyone? Good to see you. Good to see you. Val also enjoyed the Belko experience. All right. Wow. Very cool. Oh, okay. Man said, "No, I'm talking about Mr. T." He said his middle name is Period. I know. I love it. Oh, man. Yes. Jamie said, "I was having trouble getting my card to work on Patreon, but a very smart person gave me the idea to use a Visa gift card from Walmart. Why didn't I think of that? Laugh out loud. So I should be joining soon." Oh, well, Jamie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's if you're able to. There's no expectation whatsoever. It really isn't. But that is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Seriously. Melissa saying, "Val, I love your new name." I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's great, though. She caught me off guard with that. And I always, it's funny because I always, have fun with Val as far as saying, you got to listen to the general. And it's so funny because that whole title, and I can't remember the first time I said it, Val, you probably might, but I just called her the general because she takes care of business and she's on point, and she's just that good. And but anyways, I always kind of play these clips saying, "You better listen to the general or this will happen," or whatever. And it's just so funny because she caught me off guard with this new the spicy general name. So it's great. It's great. Anthony saying, "Yo, Knight, aside from Rocky IV and Masters of the Universe, what's your favorite Dolph Lundgren film?" Oh, that's easy, man. Showdown in Little Tokyo. That was easy. Now, I will say that part of that is also because I'm a huge Brandon Lee fan, which obviously, as you know, I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. And, if we get into the whole martial arts thing, that's a whole nother thing. But I love Showdown in Little Tokyo. That's a great one, in my opinion. But, thing is that Dolph's been in some good stuff. He's been in some good stuff. You got to look for it. But, yeah. Melissa saying, "Makes me miss Craven Lives." I know. And I miss them too. And not to sound selfish about it, but there may not be many that miss it more than me. But we were able, which was amazing. We were able to hang out a little bit last night live for about 20 minutes. And it was so awesome that he was able to do that. And it was just like old times. And, I miss him dearly, as do so many people in the community. And like I said earlier in this live stream, and Steven told me to say this, is to let everyone know that he misses them. And he's taken it easy. He's taking it step by step to get himself back to good health and is looking forward to talking to everyone soon. So I can't wait for that. We've had so much fun. And we've become such good friends. And the thing that I love about him is that he's a constant positive in my life as far as how to look at life, and especially YouTube life and how we can all be better together. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. JJ, the Nightwatch Zone is the best content on the planet. You know, that's sweet of you to say. I don't think that's the case. But I will say this. I try, and I know Killian and Coriander and all of our wonderful guests that we have on the panel, including some folks in this live chat, like Marcus and Eric and Bearded Entertainment Eric and so forth, Jamie. You know, we do try to we put our best foot forward. We try, you know. So if effort is an indicator, then we're doing pretty good. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. It's always good to have positive encouragement. Marcus is a fan of the Spicy General. That's right. I'm telling you, man. Anthony saying, hell yeah, Night, Brandon and Dolph might be the most underrated action duo ever. Weren't they awesome? Oh my gosh, man. I used to have, and I don't have it up right now, but I used to have this huge poster of Showdown in Little Tokyo. And I've had it since I was a kid. I was like, I don't even know, man, friggin' 12 years old. It's so funny because if Kill was on here with me, he'd be like, yep, he sure did. And it was a huge poster, bigger than these posters behind me. And I absolutely loved it. And of course, when we unfortunately lost Brandon Lee, which was, I mean, I literally cried that day that I found that out. I come home from school. And anyways, that's another story. But it became even more important because of that after Brandon Lee had passed away. So it's a great movie, very underrated. Shit, man, we're gonna have to do that as an episode, man. We might have to do that, man. You'll have to jump on with us too, man, because we haven't had a chance to have you on the panel, bro. So we got to talk about that. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there now. You know. Jamie saying, are you and Coriander planning on going to any cons this year? I already have my Scarefest tickets. Going VIP this year, I ain't playing. First of all, Jamie, that's good that you have the VIP, because we learned the hard way. You got to go VIP. It's just worth it in the long run. And I'm happy that you're doing that. We are hoping to, and I know that, you know, we haven't talked a lot about it, and it's because of the devastation that I have felt because we didn't get a chance to go to Monster Mania. Just the other week or whatever, and the chance to meet the Friday final girls, especially Amy Steele. Guys, if you even knew the disappointment level, it's not even funny. But again, kind of talking about what we did earlier, as a YouTuber, you have responsibilities in life, and that includes family, and you have to make choices and priorities. So we will hopefully get a chance to go to a con later on this year. But I hope you have a blast. And telling you, for anyone that is here, if you have not gone to a horror convention and you've thought about doing it, I would encourage you to just do it. Trust me. I wish that I had been going to them, you know, since I was a kid. That's how much fun they are, you know, and I haven't you know, I might have missed a chance to meet some of my favorite folks in horror. So who knows? But if you've got a chance to do it, you should do it. Trust me. All right. And Val saying, oh, you're so sweet, Val. If you would like to support this amazing channel, please click on the link to become a Patreon member. You're so sweet, Val. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, seriously. And you're awesome. Mayans and Valerie is the Spicy General. We are part of a group. I'm part of her backup singers. Yeah, there you go. I love it. Two boys saying, Halloween 45 years of terror should be fun. I know. Oh my God, I wish I could go. I'm telling you guys, like I said, depending on where you are in the country and what your schedule and life situation is, if you have opportunities, just do it, guys. Just do it. I mean, seriously, don't let opportunities pass you by. That was one thing I would like to stress to everyone. Seriously. Jason, you're killing me. You're too kind, bro. Seriously. Very sweet. And by the way, and when we had Jason on and we were doing our Phantasm watch party, it was so cool just to see how happy he was, to get a chance to do that and all of us together on the panel and a movie that he absolutely loves, as do we. So those are the moments that I enjoy the most, as far as doing YouTube, seeing people enjoy themselves, having a smile, having a laugh, having laughs together, having good memories. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mark's in the chat. What's going on? All right. Two Boy saying I have some friends there and one day might be able to go to something like that. Yeah. I'm telling you, these are some special things, these conventions, I'm sure some are maybe more special than others to different people, depending on who's there. But in general, it's a fun time. It's a fun experience. Anthony said, I'm totally down night. All right, man. We'll have to figure out something, seriously, because now you got me thinking about Showdown in Little Tokyo. I was just talking to Kill just the other night because, like I said earlier in the stream, we're going to be diving more into some more of our action, some of our favorites from back in the day, which includes action, but also sci-fi and stuff like that, some childhood favorites, but also stuff that's current. That's why we've been going through the John Wick movies. So anyways, yeah, Showdown in Little Tokyo, that fits the bill, bro. So we'll have to figure it out. Yes. Yep. All right. And Gina, trust me, Steven definitely knows that he is extremely missed by the community. Absolutely. And he misses you guys too. He really does. And we'll catch you later. Have fun with walking Ziggy. That's so cute. Catch you later, Gina. Right? Jamie saying give Ziggy a snuggle. That's right. Yep. Omni saying Drum Dums is working on a fan film called Days of Sodom. I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah, man. People that work on fan films, jeez, I tell you, the amount of work they put into it. And Lee is amazing anyways, so I can't wait to see it either. And I know there's going to be a lot of work put into that. So definitely, we got to support each other. So I'll definitely be there. And to say Lee is an inspiration in the community is putting it lightly. It truly is. And I've been a fan of his for a long time. So yeah, I can't wait for it either. Yep. And man saying I want to go to one. Anybody in New York, let's go. There's and there is stuff that happens out in New York. I'm not as well versed about what conventions are out there, but yeah, there's some good stuff out there. Jason saying Showdown in Little Tokyo is so underrated. Brandon and Dolph's chemistry was absolutely amazing. Love that movie. Same here, man. Same here. No doubt. Philip, thank you for putting up the poll. We're at 69% for yes. As far as being a fan of John Wick, 11 for no, and undecided is still at 20. All right. Mark is saying, hell yeah, we miss Steven as well, but I'm just happy he's taking it easy, getting back to 100%. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of work. I mean, I know you know this, Marcus, but for those who don't do YouTube, there's a lot of work, man. And as a good friend of his, I know how much work he puts into what he does. And it's just a lot. It really is. But I'm glad that he's been able to take the time he needs, and he's resting and getting care, and he needed to do that. He really did. Especially when you're involved with two channels. We have our individual channels and we do the Lethal Collective, and it's just a lot of work, guys. But he misses you too, man. He misses all the community, and we're just wishing him well and sending positive vibes, thoughts, and prayers and love, man, and just letting him rest up. So yeah. Omni saying, I want to be the hype man for y'all's group, or at least just the water boy, get in where I fit in. You guys are too funny, man. Oh my god. Today is National Night is All Right Day. We all love you, my friend. I love you guys too, man. Like I said, you guys have really you guys have made my morning better, so I appreciate that. Yeah, JB is listing everyone as part of the entertainment crew. Omni and Jason, the head of the chat entertainment crew. You guys are so funny, man. I love it. Yeah, Val, I'm excited to see Brett's fan film too, The Shape of Halloween. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, which hopefully all of you are, if you are not, please do, because I do communicate through that. I try to anyways, and I've been doing a much better job of it in the last several months. But also on the community posts, I had put up the information for The Shape of Halloween for Brett's Indiegogo, which has launched. It just launched the other day, and I've already put in my donation for perks, because I can't wait to see this. Brett James Bishop is fantastic. He's a good friend in the community and very talented, so we want to support his fan film, which looks amazing. Hey, it's Michael Myers, guys. So if you've been around, you know that I absolutely love Michael Myers, and it'll be good to see Michael in a movie again. And everything looks great. The trailer looks fantastic. So definitely on the community post, I did put a link to his Indiegogo. Check it out, The Shape of Halloween, and let's support Brett in any way we can. Let's see. And Danny's in the chat too. What's up, Danny? Good to see you. Saying he's a producer. Oh, talking about Lee. He's a producer on it. I wouldn't say he's working on it directly. It being made by this guy, Cody Falk. Yeah. Yep. But still, I think it'll be some interesting conversations. I'm sure Lee will be sharing with the community as far as what he's got going on with his connection to it and what he's doing with it. Either way, I can't wait. Seriously. Jason saying greatest live stream ever was Nightwatch Zone's 80s and 90s cartoons. Epic. Everyone, please go watch or rewatch again. I know, man. The energy level and love on that stream was epic. We didn't know. I sure as hell didn't know how that would be received, because it was the first time we did something like that. And it, we had a pretty good response from people that checked it out, so we were happy to do it. It was great going through our childhood memories. So yeah, it was fun. Jason also saying to our good friend Steven, we all love and miss you, my friend. Rest up and come back to us when you can. Absolutely. No doubt about that at all. Mark is saying, I'll be going to Texas Frightmare in May, going to meet up with Destin. It's going to be a blast. Oh man, that's so cool. Damn, I'm jealous, dude. Not gonna lie. I wish I could go, but I can't. But yeah, man, I hope you have a blast. And you guys, look, you and Destin got to take some pictures, man. Shoot some video, and yeah, I know you guys will have so much fun. That is awesome. That is so cool, man. Val saying, yes, he did need to do that night. Just glad he is on the road to recovery. Yeah. Talking about rest, and yeah, he did. Yeah, he and Val, you know a lot of the behind the scenes, as do I. And like I said, guys, I mean, we have fun doing what we do, but make no mistake, it's you have to really put forth the effort to do it, as much as we do it. So I'm just glad that he's resting, man. I'm just glad he's resting. Omni saying, if you could make one fan film night, what would it be? Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know. Seriously, man, I'd have to think about that. If we were talking just horror, gosh, I'd want to do something that had a lot of elements to it. I'd have to think about that. Seriously, that's a great question and has stumped me. Literally has stumped me. But I'd love to do one day. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Jamie sending Craven strength, love, light, and healing blessings. Blessed be. Absolutely. And thank you for that, Jamie. And I know, like I said, he misses everyone. He really does. And oops. And you know, when I was talking to him last night before we went live, you know, I could just, you know, I mean, I know him so well, you know, we're really good friends, and I could hear that, you know, in his voice saying, man, I just miss talking to all of you guys. And so I think when you have content creators that put that type of level of importance in all of this, I think that speaks volumes. So yeah. Man said, night making R&B video just as if you were a DJ so I can fall asleep to it. Your voice is everything. Respectfully. Thank you. I appreciate that. You never know what the future holds. I can't make any promises though, but all I can say is that I'm planning to do this for quite a while. So there'll definitely be a lot of videos where you'll hear me a lot. But thank you. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet. And Jason, oh my gosh. 1-2 Nightwatch Zone merch is coming for you. Oh man. And that fits so well with our current foray into the Nightmare franchise. And thanks, man. I appreciate you always. You're always cheerleading for us, man. Seriously. And Val saying thank you to all of you for the well wishes for Craven. No Knight does his best to pass on all the love and support you have shown to Craven. Y'all are some truly amazing people. It's very true. It is. It is. And like I said, guys, he's the best. So you guys are all right. You guys are all right. And thank you for the link. I appreciate that, Val. Very sweet of you. Omni saying, I forgot to mention, let me know if you ever need a writer for anything. I never got to tell you. I've co-written 2 stage plays. Ooh, that's cool. And have a film certificate. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. See, I get to learn new stuff. I love that. That's very cool, man. Hey, trust me, I might have to take you up on that at some point. I do have a couple of things I've been trying to work on that are a little bit different. And even the possibility of, well, I won't get into that right now, but you never know, man. You never know. Mark saying, do you think new horrors will come out? I think so. I really do. I think we're starting to see the signs of that, you know, with stuff like Megan and Smile and Barbarian and X and Pearl. And I think we're starting to go into another phase of horror. I really do. And I'm excited about it. No doubt about that. Mark is saying, I'm getting a carpenter, photo and graph. Me and Destin talked about doing a live stream there, etc. Definitely getting content this time. Yeah, man, do it, bro. Because when we did, when me and Coriander did our stuff from Monster Mania, people really enjoyed it, and I was actually a little surprised. I'm not saying that I didn't think people would like it, but we had a lot of people that they may not get a chance to go to a lot of conventions, and so they were kind of living vicariously through our experiences. So definitely do that, man, because I want to see what's going on down there, because I'm not going to be able to go. So definitely do it, man. Definitely. Jason laughing at man. Man, that has the epic voice. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that, though. Seriously, too funny. Let's see. And I'm going to start winding down. Jamie saying, there's a guy who wants me to voice over all his books on audiobook. Ooh. When I was on Dez's Screamathon, he said he loved my voice. Blush. He actually contacted me for the reel, which I didn't expect. Ooh, that's cool. Well, you do have a good voice. And if you're able to do that, Jamie, I would definitely say go for it. Seriously. Yes. Do it. No doubt. Jason saying at these horror cons, we need to all come together and do a table for the Nightwatch Zone. It's funny, and I've had a couple of people say to me, well, you should put together a table at one of these cons. And I'm like, well, first of all, we're not we're not that special to be doing that. But there was the selfish side of me that said, if we did do something like that, that would be really fun, because we'd get the bird's eye view of everyone there as far as the celebrities. So you never know, man. But yeah, cool stuff. Very cool stuff. And Val, thanks for reminding people. Yeah, if you're able to leave a comment, you guys have a lot of great conversations, and I'm able to get to, hopefully a fair amount of you guys in these live streams, but I can't get to everyone. But you guys have wonderful thoughts and stories and opinions and so forth. So yeah, definitely leave a comment. And we can continue the discussion there. Yeah. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to end it here. I think I've blabbed on enough, and we got a chance to talk about a lot of different things. Unfortunately, all the things that I put into the title of this, we talked about the community and YouTube life, and we talked a little bit about Scream 6 and John Wick, and yeah, so I'm happy that we were able to accomplish that. Why don't we just shop at the Nightwatch Zone merch store for a little while, see what happens? That's right, McCready. I love it. Jamie said, I'm seriously considering to do it. It'd be nice to make my own money again. It's been a while since I had a serious job, like 22 years. Ooh. Well, I think you should do it, Jamie. Seriously. I think you'd be good at it, and I think it'd be a fun, creative opportunity. Seriously. I really, really do. Mayanne saying, thanks for the chat, as always. You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Thank you for being here. I didn't know who would be here, but thank you. I appreciate it. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace out, and all love.